If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Looking for room, it's Lacey. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Haas. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, it's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pulls it in. It's Lee. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Rebels are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air on first down. The throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it out to 14.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 50. Past the 30. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got a chance. Looking for room at the 40. Racing down the left side. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They're looking to throw on second and short. He's got him. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Can't get him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of the people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. And the Vols trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Looking to throw again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the ground, it's Lacey. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run off.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The screen, and watch out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, did it end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee, so quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expected to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job at defensive coordinator on that side of the ball. And you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot, but there are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
The Volunteers have their offense in high gear. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So here is the Tennessee offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Aguilar. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Here's the handoff. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Lewis. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hobbs. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like...
And here's the third interception of the night.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Under fire. He'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. The screen, he can go. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the sticks, it's Bishop. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out past the 35. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Oh, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. Snap in the shotgun. Looking left. That's caught. It's Jefferson. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, and I tell you what, just trust your guy. You know, you got your guy running a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage. Throw it up top. Let him catch it on top of his head. Really nice job by the receiver going and getting that thing.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll go with a direct snap. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Bishop. Runs tackle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown ball! And the route is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Gives it on the option. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Gonna look downfield again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Rebels are on the move.
White 94 slider choice. White 94.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the the sticks. It's first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster outline. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jefferson. At the 35, he's open. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter, and this defense will start the 4th on its heels. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. On the run, it's Bishop. run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by...
Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Pocket breaking down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
On over the middle, it's Lacey. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Rush is on him. Grab near the marker. It's Lee. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the air on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.